Hello, this is part 5.2.10, episode 21 of the PAL level 19 compendium, detailed practice, playing 4 lines, and the next game about the thing. Let's see it. This house on the left were beautiful. But I don't know I'm not sure what was the idea of this. Well, I mean, it's probably the well here due to this house stacked very high on the left, but it's very piece dependent. But there are uh, uh, there are no lines in the game, so it's worth to risk it. But overall, this is a mistake with a great chance to get something great if the entry is even more great. With fine lines in the game, I think it's worth trying. Overall, it's just a mistake. In this case, there was Tetris. I don't know if there was no DAS or maybe a different issue, because this should go here. There's no place, no different place to put it, no different good place to put it. Now this could have gone to the left also. Should maybe even should go there. And with an intention to try to see what are the pieces, and maybe there would be a Tetris out of this started well. Not sure if it's started well, but just out of this hole. No, that was pretty unlucky, but could have happened. Yes, now it's just burning this house to the left and using as much of the side space as possible. Once again, that was this casual playing Tetris setup, but made in a very safe way. Just asking to try to do it. And this is more about an accidental Tetris right now, because it isn't that much a decision, I think, in this case, but this is really this is a technical mistake for sure. This long bar here, not here, the next. Here it should have gone here to the right. But after this, if I go with I don't know what this does here. It should go here also, but I don't think overall the board isn't that bad, but it's after putting it here and here, it's just way better. Now it's about okay, maybe very tricky and might be good, but also might be really problematic to survive if now the pieces are horrible. The pieces are very lucky because this must be put here. This also I think must be put here. It somehow I think this is better than there. I'm not sure why. Sure. I think just to use the space. It's about feeling. So I feel this would be better. This must go here. This must go here. This thing must go here. This also must go here. This also must go here. Or even if it goes here, there's still everything's open, so this Tetris set up itself. And that's also what I mean. There's if the Tetris sets up itself, it's very often, almost always, maybe not almost always, but really often, uh, gives the proper pieces where after being set up for it. The L goes to the left immediately following the rule. Now this also, oh, there's another lucky, both lucky and unlucky. This L should go here, I think, because there's a perfect place for it. But this also should be okay, especially after this O, because it gives a kind of chance to create a Tetris here. But it's more about, like, really if the RNG wants it. And now this O should go here. That's a little mistake. Or maybe in accuracy, I don't know if it's a mistake because everything is totally fine right now. But I think it would be better to put it here, after all. And this must be better because there's no different place. This also must be put here, and this all here, it's a kind of aggressive, but I think it's a slight mistake because after putting it here, there's a great chance to burn this line, leaving the left open. So it would be better to put it here in this case, and just burn it, for example, L here, and then something to the left, for example, J. A lot of opportunities to burn, while after this the hole is both sides closed, so it may be a little bit problematic if there's no longer doing next two pieces and no pieces to set up a burn setup here. And now this all really helps because it makes the whole side opened instead of both sides closed. And now this also should go here, I think, because there is the only piece that can go still to the left, and I think it would be very helpful with clearing this these four columns, because the issue is also here. It's going to make, if there's no S, it will make setting up the burn setup a little bit harder, or maybe not a little bit harder, but really harder. So I think it would be better to put it here. And again, I don't know why it goes here instead of here. It should go to the left. Maybe there was no dust, but it doesn't look like there was no dust really. Very fortunate lumbar comes, and now again slowly from using this space on the right, that was very fortunate RNG, and now there's no place to put this S. If for the pure dust players it would be horrible, I think then it must go here in true, but going for a quick tap in such case I think should pay out. and uh, this seems to be least bad than putting it here if you can and have a real chance to quick tap. But without the quick tap, I think it must go here, because after this there is too many holes. I need it here, here, and long bar here seems to be too much for me. Or maybe here and then waiting for oaths to put here. It's just like taking the only chances. But I have a quick tap, fortunately, and now it's all about hoping the quick tap is going to be succeed. This must go here and here. Oh, maybe there was no quick tap. No, that there was quick tap. After this there is also it gives a chance to clean it without the quick tap, but this is again a slight mistake. Not for this player it would be a total blunder, but if you have a quick tap, it's just a mistake to put by putting it here, because it again leaves this setup instead of being free white. So it should go here in true. And now it's again all about getting this quick tap. Fortunately it succeeds, but another chain reaction now does on this. Now without this number the game is practically over. The chance to fill this and clean it without a proper long bar is really small. But it's very fortunate RNG again, and everything's back clean. That was a mistake, I think. Also, this long bar in the middle, it looks very bad. That was a mistake. It should go to the right instead of here. There was no reason to put it here. Also, this maybe it would be better to put it here. Yes, it would be better to put it here or here. Here would be the best option probably. It's again very fortunate. Now I don't know why it goes here instead of here. It looks like a mistake again. Now it was this casual game Tetris attempt, or this it looks like it was, because of no burn right now. But after this the chance of creating it's becoming very small, so there's the burn. And this Z is pretty unfortunate, but this board is still totally savable. There's a chance to create a burn setup here, but this point, with this point being filled, is the same as this point with this point being filled, and it also can create a lot of problems. But again, very fortunate long bar. Now very fortunate another long bar T, and another mistake. Now this on the left, it should go here. It cannot go here. Even if I saw the Z is next, no, it's just wrong. It should go here, then here, this Z or this Z here. Everything's even more clean than here, and only this hole on the left, like what happened. This again immediately to the left. What can be done almost always, which can be done almost always, and again only burning lines. Nothing happens here. And this was a little bit unlucky. Oh, this was pretty unlucky. I mean, it's like this shouldn't be put here. This is a mistake. It should be put here or here, but for not here. This is a mistake that which ended the game. It's not the wrong piece in true, I think, because after this and putting the Z here, there would be J, so everything's alright, or almost everything, at least totally savable. But this is, no, it's just a mistake. It should be put here, then here, J here, and everything is row only one line to open. There wouldn't be any problem, but after this, this must go here, and this must go here. Now everything must be played in this way. This and this should be put here, so this is another mistake. Absolutely not to close this hole, which is very often, well, this is another very bad mistake that happens a lot. And somehow it's very hard, especially for me to get rid of it. I don't know why. It's closing this well. It ends a lot of games. This should go here, and then there would be a chance to just waiting for the long bar. In this case, it would come immediately, and everything would be totally cleanable probably without any additional issues. How fortunately there is dust to go with this long bar to the right. Now this is another because it's forced by these mistakes, and now there's this misdrop that ends the game. And again, there were 3 mistakes. There is, or 4, I don't know. Is first, second horrible mistake, and now third. Again, 3 mistakes were needed to end the game. So that's everything for this episode. I have one more game prepared for the playing for lines stuff, and then playing for Tetrises. Okay, that's everything. Thanks, bye.